Welcome back, super sentence writers. Today I'm just going to remind you about our capitalization cups that we talked about yesterday so we can make sure that our next day in our grammar edits are just right. You guys are getting some pretty good eagle eyes for the capitalization, the punctuation, the spelling, and how the words are sending that organization in a sentence. Let's start. Okay, here we go. Number 1, it says Frindle by Andrew Clements is on my reading list. Now this is a book, Frindle. So some of you might have already read that book. If you've read that book, I shout out to you. It's awesome. Frindle by Andrew Clements is on my reading list. Now we know this is a really good example that all names have to be capitalized, right? And even the title of a book. Just so happens that this title of the book is someone's name, Frindle, but we do have to make sure that the title of a book is also capitalized. So let's write Frindle by Andrew Clements is on my reading list. Anybody else? Period. Oops, that's a little too close. I want to make sure that I have good spacing. And it's nice and neat so you guys can read it. Okay, Frindle by Andrew Clements is on my reading list. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, I already readed No Talking by the same author. Oh, I already readed No Talking by the same author. Okay, first we know that I and a period. Now let's tuck in and see what's going to go on in the middle. I already. Now, does anybody know anything about this word already? Right? We learned how to spell this word last week in class. It's one of our sight words, A-L-R-E-A-D-Y. I already readed. Now, does that sound right to you? Because if it doesn't sound right, chances are it's not right. I already read. Okay, what we do is we call, and to show that it already happened, there are a lot of verbs that we put the ed on, but sometimes in our language we change the whole word. So we don't say readed, we say read. I already read. Now this right here is the title of Andrew Clements' book. I already read No Talking by the same author. So guess what we have to do to know and talking? That's right, we have to make it a capital. That's a tricky one because we have to understand what we're reading in order to figure out that this is the title. And that word by, just like up here, gave us a clue that that's the title. Okay, let's write. I already read, here we go, No Talking by the same author. Okay, number 3. Listen to this one. I haven't never read any books by Andrew Clements. I haven't never read any books by Andrew Clements. Does that sound right? Does that make sense? Goodness no, let's fix it. Okay, there's that word I. And let's go down to the end and tuck it in. Okay. Anybody see anything? I meant right away you guys saw. Oh, here's Andrew again. Right? I haven't never read any books by. Now, this word haven't. We wouldn't say haven't never because we already have not and never. We could say I haven't ever, get rid of that, read any books by. Now this by means to use money, but I don't think that I haven't read any books by is by. I haven't ever read any books by Andrew Clements. Okay, that's right. I haven't ever read. That word is read now. Any books by. Capital Andrew. Clements. Good job today. All right, we're getting really good at Eagle Eyes and always making sure that our sentences make sense, that we have our capitalization, our punctuation, and that it's quite well organized so it sounds like we're talking. That's one clue that we always want to have our sentences have. All right, guys, bye.